Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me for another tutorial. Today I'm going to make this modern invitation and I'm going to show you the entire process from design to actually making it. First of all, I'm going to start in Adobe Illustrator. If you've been following me, you know that I like using Adobe Illustrator, and that is because it is a vector-based program. So in this screen, I'm going to set up my new document. Now I want the invitation to be 5 inches by 7 inches. And I want the orientation to be portrait, and I'm also going to add a bleed because we're going to have a bit of the text come off the sides. So let's go to 0.125 inches. I'm going to leave my color mode as CMYK because it's going to be a high resolution print on a CMYK printer. I want 300 ppi as that is the highest, and I'm going to leave the preview mode as default. Then I'm going to click OK. And here is my fresh artboard. So the first thing I'm going to do on this document is go to the type tool, which is on the left hand side. Click that and then click onto my artboard. So now that I have my artboard and it's ready to go, the first thing I want to do is find my center point. So to do that, I'm going to click on my keyboard, Command R or Control R on a PC, and that will bring up my ruler. I'm now going to come down to the left hand side and click on the artboard tool, and that will give me all these points. So I know that this one here is going to be my middle point. So I just come to the ruler and I will drag across a line or a guide. Now that is going to tell me exactly where the middle of my artboard is, so I can make sure that all my text can be centered. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the top and drag down a guide to intersect. So now I have got the absolute middle of my artboard. I can now go and do the text. I come up to the left hand toolbar and click on the T, which is the type tool, and then click on the artboard. So I've gone through and I've typed what I want to say, and this part is just going to be the body of the invitation. I'm going to make sure my text is centered and then click away. So now I'm going to work on my feature names, and this is where the bleed line comes in handy, which is the red line around the white box. I'm going to go back to the type tool on the left hand toolbar and click onto the artboard. And here I'm going to type in the first name, which is Cassandra. So I'm going to select the name and come up to the character, and this particular style is called Burgess. So pop that in. I'm going to go back up to the selection tool, and while holding down Shift on the keyboard, I'm going to drag my mouse to keep the ratio proportions and make the name a lot bigger. So I'll move this to the side so you'll be able to see a bit better. And what I'm going to do now is work on the glyphs. So I'm not happy with the standard glyphs that I got for this name, so I'm going to go ahead and change that. And to do that, I need to pull up my glyphs panel, which is the little A over here on the right hand side under typography. But if you don't have that up, you can just go to type and glyphs and it will come up. So I'm going to go through all the letters and change the glyphs until I like what I come up with, and I'm going to highlight the C and come up here to the drop down box and select alternates for current selection. Now this is going to show me all the alternates available for the C in this typeset, and it's just a matter of going through them and finding one you like. Now I quite like that one, so I'm going to leave that one for the C. Next I will select the A, and I'm wanting something a bit simple, so I'm going to select this one. I quite like that one. So now I'm going to select S and choose another simple one, and I think I'll do the same one for this one. And again for the A, and then the N. I think I'll also choose a simple one for the N. I might accent the D. That one looks quite nice. have a normal R, and lucky last, that one. So I'm quite happy with the way that looks. It's decorative, but you can also make out that it says Cassandra. I'm going to select the whole word and on my keyboard select Command C or Control C on a PC and then Command V or Control V on a PC. And now I'm going to write the next name, which in this case is going to be Arthur. So again, I'm going to select the A and come up to my glyphs panel, and now I'm going to choose an alternate for the A. So that's the names done, and now I want to have an AND. So again, I'm going to select on one of the names and on my keyboard click Command C or Control C on a PC and Command V or Control V. And I'm going to double click on that and change this now to AND. I don't want to accent this one, so I'm going to leave it as it is, but I do want to make it smaller. And that seems like a good size. I do want these to slant a little bit, so I'm going to select both of them together and use these little boxes here to slant a little bit. And now it's just a matter of moving the text around and changing the point size until you are happy with the outcome. Okay, I've now completed the invitation and I'm happy with the way everything looks. I'm happy with the point size, I'm happy with the fonts, I'm happy with the glyphs, and now all I need to do is save it. So I come up to File, Save As, going to change this to a PDF, click Save. Now from the presets I'm going to select High Quality Print, uncheck Optimize for Fast Web View, compression is okay. Marks and bleeds, I want the trim marks and I also want to use the document bleed settings. Now in output I'm going to select Convert to Destinations, Preserve Numbers. Everything else will be okay and I'm going to click Save PDF. Now you can go ahead and print the PDF if you like, but what I want to do is print to up. Now to do that, I'm going to go to File and New and open up a new document in the size of the paper that I'm printing to. So in this case, in Australia, our standard size is A4, but if you use letter or any other size, you can go ahead and select that. But today I'm going to use A4. I'm going to remove the bleed and I will change the orientation to landscape and then click OK. I go back to File and click on Place. I select the PDF that I just created and click Place and click on the artboard. While it is highlighted, I'm going to make a copy. So on the keyboard I'm going to select Command C or Control C on a PC and then Control V or Command V to paste. Move this across and that's basically it. The great thing about this method is my crop marks are also here, so all I need to do now is print this directly to the printer and follow the crop marks when cutting it out. It will be the exact size that I need and I don't need to fuss around with sizings and things like that. So that's part one done. I'm now going to show you how I put together this invitation.